Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, all right, the bishops of Great Millstone, and salutations to the 144,130 elect of the nation of Israel. Bro, you mind taking that
Taking it off?
yeah, it's kind of dim. It's like Great Millstone Northwest, back with another sit down, and through the spirit, we're gonna get into pretty much, a transfer of wealth coming to the nation of Israel. Is it long enough to reach over here?
Yeah.
So like, that's the end.
Yeah, there's a transfer of wealth that belongs unto the Israelites, man. You know, the whole world, the wealth of the world is going to be transferred over to the care of the Israelites, because that's truly who it was made for.
Yeah, and using this movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, as a reference, because in that movie it deals with the Osage Nation, who pretty much had oil on their land and received money every month, or not every month, excuse me, annually they received money, which would amount to like over $1 million in 2024. So annually they got like over $1 million because of the land being wealthy with oil. But Esau, being a demon, a devil, being covetous, pretty much murdered those people to get the rights to that land. All right? So that's just one instant or one example of pretty much the story of Israel. The reason why you got Edomites here in the Americas is because of situations like that. Coming over here, realizing all the gold that was here, Puerto Rico, rich port, all right, the gold that was found in the gold rush in California, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So at the expense of the lives of Israelites, indigenous peoples here in the Americas, that's how Esau acquired his wealth. Kill off the indigenous and take what Gad and Reuben and Issachar and the rest of the tribes, the Latin tribes, the Northern Kingdom, use for within balance, so to say. All right, they wasn't going into the mountains digging up every ounce of gold they can find. It was all within balance.
Whatever they found, they did something with that. They
Yeah.
wasn't going off their way to go find more of it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Esau, they came with the sole purpose of finding that specific one thing, and they wanted all of it.
And destroy everything to get it.
Yeah.
Seek and destroy. They was on seek and destroy missions.
Shit, what's that fucking with the whole gold shit? Period. You know how much topsoil they fuck up just trying to find that gold?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they said they go through fucking hundreds of thousands of acres of fucking topsoil just to find that fucking gold.
Yeah, they said it take over 100 years for the topsoil to...
Just to get like an inch of topsoil or some shit like that. It's like...
Yeah, man. So we yeah.
You got a book by Eric von Dynken that's called The Gold of the Gods, and it has a story about a Catholic priest that was down there in South America, and they found this huge cave that went for a few countries.
Mm-hmm.
And in that cave they had gold that had Assyrian writing, Egyptian writing, just old ass gold. And by the time that everybody came to see it and all that, it had disappeared.
I wonder who took it.
Yeah, Esau did that.
And with all these different civilizations writing on it, let you know that they didn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
They left it down here.
Yeah, it probably came over with with the north, or excuse me, yeah, the northern tribes when they came from Assyria.
Yeah. All right, so real quick, let's read this second Ezra 6 and 9. Start at 7.
This is Second Ezra chapter 6, starting at verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Right, so the parting asunder of the times is talking about different worlds, all right, different eons or uninterrupted periods of rule. You know, when it's going to be, you know, the end of Esau's rulership and the beginning of Jacob's,
And he,
aka you Israelites, you know.
and he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right, because that symbolized Jacob pulling Esau out of power. All right, just like a football tackle or a shoestring tackle, as they say. You know, if it wasn't for that just hitting that ankle, and the runner, you know, stumbling or tripping or feet hitting each other, all right, and falling on the ground, that prevented a touchdown. You know, so that's us prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua pushing the gospel is the shoestring tackle, the proverbial shoestring tackle that the Lord is using to stop Esau from crowning his enterprise with success.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which ultimately, you know, the prophecy has to be prophesied first in order for the physical action of Esau's destruction to come to pass. Which we know that it's Yahweh Shai. That's that stone that's going, you know, hit the statue's feet. You know, so all those heathen empires that rule, Esau being the last.
Yeah.
The revived Roman Empire, all right, it's Yahweh Shai that's actually going to come back, along with the nuclear missiles that's going to destroy Esau's societies worldwide. All right, so Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So all the wealth that's in the world is not going to be just done away with, you know. Anything in America is going to be done away with, but you know, you got.
I was gonna say it ain't about to be buried like with the Egyptians.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Esau do too.
Yeah, so Esau thinks he's gonna hide it away for some future generation of his to come and get.
Hey, shit. In the movie, the Killers of the Flower Moon, they show you how they was going in grave digging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was going and digging up the digging up the Gadites that would pass. You know, they'd be buried with jewels and things of that nature, rings and whatnot. They would dig up the graves, bust in the caskets, the coffins, take the jewelry and then go bet it off at a damn gambling shack or whatever. You know.
What's spiritual about this scripture is when you look up the word supplant in the online etymology, one of the words for the definition is heal. Because it like to trip up, to
heel is in your Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Not heel is in like health and all that.
Right. H-E-E-L, not H-E-A-L.
Is it 2 P's?
S-A.
S-A?
It's S-U-P-P.
Oh, it's
Supplant.
L-A.
I'm a horrible spell.
Me too.
All right, supplant. So from the Edom Online, it says supplanting,
Supplanting.
dispossesses acquire by strategy or scheming, to trip up, overthrow, drive out, usurp, trip up, overthrow. It says planter, meaning sole of the foot. Heel. Achab, meaning heel.
He beguiled from.
It says story of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, the hill. Okay, and literally we just read that account in second Ezra. All right. So just real quick, I want to read a little bit of this dude William Hill, which was the ringleader orchestrating the murders of the indigenous Gadites in Osage, Oklahoma. So it says, this is from Wikipedia. It says William King Hill, December 24th, 1874 through August 15th, 1962, was an American political boss and crime boss in Osage County, Oklahoma, who was a major perpetrator of the Osage Indian murders, for which he was later convicted. He made a fortune through cattle ranching, contract killings, and insurance fraud. Born in Hunt County, Texas, he worked as a cowboy in Texas and Indian Territory before settling in what would become Osage County around 1900. By the 1920s, he had amassed substantial influence in the county when he ordered the contract killings of Osage women Molly Kyle's family in a criminal conspiracy to gain control of their head rights, which head rights here says an Osage head right is a type of head right in the United States. There are 2,229 Osage head rights, one for each member of the Osage Nation enrolled in 1906. Osage head rights entitle the owner to a quarterly share of the Osage mineral estate. All right. So it says he was convicted in federal court for ordering the murder of Henry Rowan in October 1929, sentenced to life in prison and released on parole in July 1947. Hale died in Arizona in 1962. All right. Jumping down a little bit more. So the murders. It says Hale and his nephews Ernest and Byron Burkhart, which sound like so-called rats, all right, Amalekites. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Burkhart named origin. All right, so German, and a lot of them Germans was rats.
Yeah, rats come from Germany.
Okay, so Burkhart family history. This is from Google. It says German, from the medieval personal name Burkhard, from ancient Germanic Burghard, composed of the elements Burg, which is fort or castle, plus hard, hardy, brave, strong. All right. So it's German origin. The name Burkhard. All right. Which matter of fact, Germany was one of the places that Meyer Amschel Bauer.
Hey, you think about it? That sounds like Braveheart.
Yeah.
They trying to take from. They're taking that from us.
Yeah. Yep.
Burkhart.
You know, that's one of the Germany is one of the countries that Meyer Amschel Bauer had his 5 sons set up banking dynasties in, you know, and they were so-called Israelis or so-called Jews, the Rothschilds, you know. It says, okay, it says conspired to kill several Osage people for the Osage Hebrides after Ernest married Molly Kyle, a native Osage. In May 1921, Hale hired Kelsey Morrison to kill Molly's sister, Anna Brown. Morrison later confessed to the murder, saying Hale had hired him in exchange for forgiving $600, a $600 debt Morrison owed. Half of Anna's head rights were inherited by her mother, Lizzie Q, who died exactly 6 days later. Her other heirs were Molly, Rita Smith, and Grace Bighart. A cousin, Charles Whitehorn, was shot and killed a few weeks later. In March 1922, Anna Sanford died under mysterious circumstances after marrying Tom McCoy. After Sanford's death, McCoy married Hale's niece. In 1923, George Burkhart was taken to Bighart was taken to Oklahoma City for treatment after drinking poisoned whiskey. Hale and Ernest took Bighart to the hospital where he asked to see his attorney, William Vaughn. Vaughn was killed on the railroad right of way outside Pawhuska, Oklahoma, the next day after consulting with Bighart.
These niggas is crazy.
Bighart later died as well. In February 1923, another cousin, Henry Rowan, was found shot dead in his car. Hale held a $25,000 life insurance policy on Rowan. Hale referred to Rowan as a good friend and served as a pallbearer at his funeral. Hale was later convicted for the murder of Rowan. In March 1923, Rita Smith, her husband, and a housekeeper were killed when the Smiths' home was bombed. Molly inherited Rita's rights. So it's going through all these murders, and a lot of the murders, you know, the head rights was passed down to the next family member.
Or next
to where,
of kin,
to the next of kin, which left Molly was like the last one left. You know, so all those head rights, which was it mentioned a portion of
it was the
2000
mineral estate, the Osage mineral.
It was what it said.
You talking about that the number figure?
Yeah, it
I
was a
think it
portion
was-
of
It was up there on the screen at some point. I don't see it right now though. It might have been.
oh no, it was head rights, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a quarterly share of the Osage mineral estate. So the head rights was actually, you gotta go into it to actually see it. So let's do that. Because it's gonna go into how much money they actually got, what percentage. Okay, down here, the Dow's Act. So this is some of the background. It says in 1887, the United States passed the Dow's Act to begin the allotment of Indian reservations. Since the Osage Nation owned their land, listen to this shit. Since the Osage owned their land, their reservation was not initially allotted. The Osage Nation signed its first oil lease in 1896 when Chief James Bighart leased the entire reservation to Henry and Edwin B. Foster for a period of 10 years. The Fosters founded the Indian Territory Illuminating Oil founded the Territory Illuminating Oil Company in 1906. A statute allotting the Osage Reservation was passed that included two unique clauses. First, the reservation was only allotted to citizens of the Osage Nation, and second, the mineral rights, including coal, natural gas, and oil, for the reservation could continue to for the reservation would continue to be owned collectively by the Osage Nation. In 1907, every member of the Osage Nation was given one head right. A total of 2,229 head rights were created. Each head right was entitled entitled, excuse me, to an equal share of one
It's a half.
a half of I'm tripping. It's like half of two.
Oh, no, that's one share.
One share of
of
2,229.
The amount that was in the tribe.
Yeah.
Because it was 2,200 members of that tribe, so it was
So
one.
they turned it into a fraction.
A fraction,
So
yeah.
one fraction of
Of the
2,229.
They get one share.
I ain't about to say that shit in math.
It
That
says-
shit's to 100,000.
It says of the income from the Osage mineral rights, private companies would negotiate leases with the Osage Nation and then pay the Bureau of Indian Affairs according to the terms of those leases. The BIA, Bureau of Indian Affairs, would then hold the funds in a trust and distribute payments quarterly. The head right system was accompanied by federal laws creating guardianships for many Osage people. So think about that.
Yeah, guardianship shit's false.
And they did that because if we render you incompetent, which they rendered Molly incompetent, she had to have somebody that was in control of that. Oh, you're not done. You're like it's like an SSI check type shit.
It's like how they did the bitch Wendy Williams. She's on a sponsorship. They did the bitch Britney Spears. She was on a sponsorship where somebody had to regulate her money.
Yeah.
You know, and countless other motherfuckers that did it too.
Which that's that's unjust. All right.
That's where the whole power of attorney and all that shit comes
Yeah.
from.
Yep.
Yep. So we read through those murders. So this that dude he was responsible for for a lot of thievery, a lot of murder, a lot of wickedness. All right.
Yep.
So
Yeah, well, wickedness was amongst their people. His hand was there.
yeah. Yep. Matter of fact, real quick, if you brother want to read this here in Psalm 17 and 13. It's up here.
This is Psalm 17 and 13. It says, "Arise, O
And you
Lord."
can read down to me.
Okay. Arise, O Lord, Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah, that's Esau Edom. Esau Edom is a sword of the Heavenly Father. All right, disappoint him, cast him down, because Esau, they think that the smoke is gonna blow over pertaining to the situation in America, the border situation, the housing market, inflation, everything being expensive, the job situation, so on and so forth. They think that this is just for a period of time, but things are gonna go back to the 1990s or early 2000s, mid 2000s, when it was just a normal day. You wake up, the birds is chirping, it's a sunny day, and you go to work, and you ain't thinking about, all right, I'm only gonna put $50 worth of gas in my car versus filling this mug all the way up because I gotta buy groceries.
Right.
Now people consider that, but back then people wasn't thinking like that. You was just filling up your car and going to work if need be.
They turn the radio on, or they turn the car on, the radio start playing. I can see clearly
Yeah.
now, the rain is
Yeah.
They say the day of prosperity is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Yep.
So when the world was doing good, nobody was thinking about the fucked up shit they went through.
Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck it. Hey, I can buy my way out of this.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, if I may, it's Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Hey, when you're afflicted, you're not thinking about the good times that you were having. You're thinking about how the fuck am I gonna make it through this affliction, man?
Yep.
And then vice versa. Hey, when you are afflicted, you're not thinking about when you was having money. You know? You thinking about,
that's
hey,
far
man.
from your
I
fortune,
just said the same thing again. But when you're having money, you're not thinking about the affliction you
When
was
you
going
up,
through.
you ain't thinking about being down, and when you down, you ain't thinking about being up.
Nah, you ain't, because you're thinking about your situation right now.
The present.
Yeah, you're
you
not
think-
thinking about past, what's gonna happen in the future. You're thinking right now.
Right.
Yeah, when you down bad, you're not thinking like the brother said. You're not thinking about down the road. You're thinking about fuck. Like that's why the scriptures say try to find a may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Let me see. Hold on, let me get with this. You know, you worried about just making it through the night, pretty much. This is
Psalm 30.
Psalm 30. Yep.
Psalm 30. For his anger endureth but a moment in his life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just imagine like the type of weeping in a morning, like after mourning, like in a grievance. People was gonna be experiencing when ain't no food out here to eat. You know what I'm saying? When people was cast out of their houses, and you gotta go to Skid Row, in whatever city you in, it's gonna be a Skid Row. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just thinking about, okay, let's stay warm through the night, and I hope I wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the daylight break, you know, and the birds is chirping, the dogs is barking. That's your alarm clock. You get up and you trying to find food. You ain't thinking about leasing a damn 25 fucking car, Kia. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
Yeah.
5 years from
Yeah.
previous from this moment, I was doing this.
Yeah.
I had bitches and mothers feed me grapes.
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't think about none of that shit.
Yeah. You ain't thinking about like when we streaming the football games. They were showing that one commercial for some truck or something where it was saying $4,000 due at signing, and it's for so many months. This is how much your payments will be, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't gonna be thinking about leasing some car and if I put down this much, I'll pay it off in 3 years. People ain't gonna be thinking about none of that. They gonna be thinking about survival. You know. So going back to this here song.
All right, this is Psalms 17, verse 14. It says, "For men which are thy hand, O Lord Yahweh, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life."
Yeah, Esau's portion is in this life, because in his next life, he ain't gonna have his portion is gonna be slavery.
He ain't got
That's
no
right.
he got a portion, but it ain't gonna be no riches.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be what you. Hey, this ain't what you want.
Yeah,
This ain't what you want.
it's not what you want, but you gonna
Project,
get.
project.
Read on, it says, "In whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure."
Mm-hmm. Think about the hidden treasures of the Lord, man. That you go on YouTube reels or YouTube shorts, and on your feed, sometime it'll pop up some funky ass Edomites digging in the earth, getting big crystals and gems out of the earth. It's just some whack ass Edomites just chipping away. Ooh, did they hit it with the
Right, I know
water?
exactly what it is before
Yeah.
they even water that shit
Yeah.
down. Like, it's a big one, little
You know-
cluster. I'm like,
Right,
what the fuck?
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
even know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah,
Like, what is it? Shit, all I see is clay.
yeah, crack it
They
open.
watch that shit. It's some big ass crystal, big long crystal.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's the hidden treasures, man, in the earth. You know that Jake wouldn't even. It don't even come to mind for Jake to go dig in the earth in some cave and you know what I'm
taking
saying?
our ass in the cave.
Yeah,
No,
We ain't going in the goddamn cave.
No.
yeah.
We wouldn't even know the cave is there. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Unless some kid came back like,
Right.
hey man,
Right.
like, what the fuck you in
Yeah.
There's a cave over here the whole time. This nigga's in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't know that.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
The only time Jake was trying to go up in some caves is after they watched the Goonies.
Or they're dead pressed on getting away from some shit.
Yeah.
It's fuck it then after that. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm out of here. I'm gonna die anyway, fuck it.
Yeah. But yeah, the earth, you know, is a whole bunch of hidden treasures that, you know, Esau. And hey, think about oil.
I was gonna say, yeah. Fatness of the earth.
Yeah, you know, Esau got a fracking going on. You know, they offshore drilling. You know, which oil they call it black gold.
Yep.
You know, you gotta actually dig in the earth for that. You know.
Oh, if I may say this, in Psalm 83, when they said they have to take a crafty counsel and they consult against hidden ones, we looked that up because it says treasure.
Mm-hmm.
And this is saying hid treasure, which is who? The people.
Yeah.
Hey, the scriptures tell you that we're the apple of the Lord's eye.
That's it. Hid treasure. It says, reading on in the latter part of verse 14, it says, they are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
Yep. So when they die, they pass down that, you know, the inheritance. You know, and the land that they stole from the Osage, I guarantee you, it's a bunch of Edomites. You know that. Oh yeah, I got this property from my father. When he died, he left it to me, and then you know, but he got it from his father, and you know. Oh yeah, I got Native American blood in me. You know, but you're a full-fledged Edomite. You know what I'm saying?
A bunch of Burkharts and Hales.
Yeah.
Owning fucking Edom, or owning Gadland, but they Edomites like a motherfucker.
Matter of fact, that dude Mike Adams from the Health Ranger, in one of his episodes, he had mentioned his Native American ancestry, and so you know that just goes to show it's most likely on your mom's side.
Yeah.
You know, most likely your mother. You know, your the Native American blood comes from your mother, because it don't come from your father. You know, that is if he actually is a Edomite. You know, but you got a lot of Edomites that you know, like this brother goes into the $5 Indian that paid their way into you know, a tribe. You know, to matter of fact, there was something I had read something that was going into the $5 Indian, and it was breaking it all down. We ain't gotta get it. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 15, it says, as for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness.
Right. So we'll be satisfied when we become gods. All right. Because we are gods, but we die like princes. You know, we're princes and we die like men, as Psalm 82:6 says. But when the elect get beamed up, and you're completely demon proof, you're evil proof. All right. Wickedness cannot affect you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You're completely righteous. That's when we're gonna be satisfied.
Yep.
So on this side, fuck everything on this side. You know.
You know, that's funny because Esau, he wouldn't be satisfied with being in the Most High's likeness, man.
Nah.
He wants to be better than the Most High. He wants to be the Most High. I don't want to be like you. I want to be you.
The brother Yashimama had posted something on the chat where Esau got weather patents. Got a patent on weather.
That lets you know he's creating shit then.
But he want to be the Most High.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The prince of the power of the air.
Yeah,
You know, the weather deal with, you know, you need air and all that to manipulate weather, but to have patents on it, like,
So you got a
this
patent.
storm and that
That
storm.
makes sense because of the fucking the harp.
Right.
Them fucking frequency, whatever he does to the air, he got to put a pattern on it so nobody else can do this shit for 100 years.
Yeah.
For 100 years, he has fucking full control over this specific thing that happens that makes this happen. Fucking devil.
Yeah, he sitteth in the temple of the Most High, thinking himself to be the Most High, calling himself the Most High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devil.
Yep. Facts.
So just a little on this this demon here, Ernest Burkhart.
Bro, he look like that nigga, the Leonardo DiCaprio, man. They favor each other a little bit.
All right.
He had his mouth like this the whole movie looking like a real fucking country ass
Weirdo.
cracker,
Straight
man.
weirdo.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so Ernest Burkhart, September 11th, 1892 through December 1st, 1986. This nigga old as hell.
Damn near 100 years.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
6 years away from 100?
Yep. It says was an American murderer who participated in the Osage
94. Yeah.
in the Osage Indian murders as a hitman for his uncle William King Hill's crime ring. He was convicted for killing William E. Smith in 1926 and sentenced to life imprisonment. Burkhart was paroled in 1937, but was sent back to prison for burglarizing his former sister-in-law's house in 1940. After being paroled for the final time in 1959, Burkhart was pardoned by Oklahoma Governor Henry Bellman in 1965 or 1966 for his role in the Osage murders.
You got pardoned for this shit?
Bitch ass nigga.
After serving time for this shit? Like, how does that even work?
Shit. Most likely, if that Edomite connection.
That's
And
it.
you
Yeah,
know
that's
what?
the
He
bullshit.
probably was his uncle was a Freemason, so he probably was a Freemason as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On top of them being so-called Israelis or Jews. It says Ernest Burkhart was born in September 11, 1892 to a poor cotton farmer in Greenville, Texas. He was a nephew of William King Hill in 1912. Age 19, Burkhart moved into his uncle's ranch at Fairfax, Osage County, in search of fortune after the discovery of oil in the region. 5 years later, in 1917, he married an Osage woman by the name of Molly Kyle. Burkhart later plotted to kill her to inherit the Kyle family's head rights and oil money, which was worth $7 million at the time, $160 million in 2022. So that was a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
$7 million back then was hell of money.
In the early 1900s, the dollar had its value.
Yeah.
Just imagine when you was a child, how much the fucking for those that was before the before 90s. If you was born before the 90s, a dollar went a long fucking ways.
Yeah.
A long ways.
Yeah.
You had penny candies, $5 or 5-cent candies, where you got multiple candies for 5 cents.
Yeah.
Shit. Back then you could get a loaf of bread for a penny.
Yeah.
Right.
A whole sack of flour for a penny.
Yeah, I think back in the 50s, they had where you get the whole meal that now costs you damn near $20
It was like
for
20 cents back then.
25 cents. That's including the
Nickel hamburgers.
And these aren't your little baby patties either. These are like real fucking the gourmet. You go to the gourmet hamburger spots and get the hamburger. It was like that real meat that they ground up right there in the back of the shop.
Fresh veggies for a nickel.
Yeah.
For a fucking nickel.
Yeah. Hey, there's a spot in Seattle in the Pioneer Square, in that little district right there. There's this hotel with a sign that said that you have a room for it was something stupid cheap. It was like something
20 cents or something. Yeah, 20 cents. I think it might be 20 cents.
That's for a room for the night. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I seen that not too long ago. The brother want to read this starting at verse 7?
Yeah, I got you. This is Sirach chapter 10, starting at verse 7. It says, "Pride is hateful before the Heavenly Father and men, and by both doeth one commit iniquity."
The Lord hates pride and man hates will. And both William King Hill and Ernest and the rest of those Edomites, they were hella proud, man. This dude William referred to himself as king of the Osage.
Wow.
I looked it up Yeah. He proclaimed himself king of the Osage, owned a controlling interest in the Fairfax Bank and a part interest in the town's general store and funeral home. So the market, the general store, which was like a grocery store or whatever, where you got whatever you needed. This nigga had that on lock. He had the funeral home on lock.
He used to get paid for every motherfucker he
The
murdered.
bank.
Yeah. Every motherfucker he murdered, he got paid for that shit.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
Monopoly.
Yeah. He also served as a reserve deputy sheriff for Fairfax. In addition, he owned a 5,000 acre ranch and leased another 45,000 acres from Osage landowners.
That's hella.
So this nigga was you know what I'm saying, a covetous, proud demon. Once again, let's go back and look at this guy.
Let's take another look.
Let's take another look at this
Little
guy.
beady ass eyes.
Look at
Check
this.
it out.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
And that head by head. No.
That's a real demon, man. Hold on, I think there's another picture. Look at this.
Look, that's 4 demons.
4 demons, straight demons. Oh man, we're gonna be busting Esau's head, man.
Oh, look at your head, boy.
Mm.
Thought it was gonna zoom in.
Back of the steel.
But yeah, look at the demons. Straight demons.
Look like the motherfuckers be walking around this motherfucker.
Yeah. That, I mean, that's what Esau looked like today.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
exactly
so
what
just
I'm saying.
imagine when they got these Roman busts of Roman emperors and whatnot. They look just like these motherfuckers.
Yep.
And these motherfuckers look just like the people we see today.
Yep.
They look,
It's just they just
look like
changed.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They just
To
changed.
this day. To this day.
They just changed their wardrobe. That's it.
That's it, bro. In the hair.
In their
Wardrobe
hair.
and the hairstyle.
Whatever's in for the timing. You know what I'm saying? But it's still Esau.
Look at this. Look at this. Lipless demons.
Yeah, that same look, that same fucking grumpy.
No, that
That proud shit. That fake smile. I hate that shit, man.
yeah.
Fuck out of here with that
Yeah,
weak
it's
ass
dumb,
shit. Man.
So like, you know, for that we're looking at the TV. So for the camera right there. it's not
For those that's looking at us, Salakia, you can't see what's on the screen. For those that's watching the screen, Salakia, you can't see us.
All right. So going back here to Ecclesiasticus. You can keep reading down.
It says, this is back in Sirach, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
If your brothers got something to chime in on, go ahead. You know?
In verse
But you know, that's the point right there. The sit down is, you know, the unrighteous dealings, you know, in the injuries. All right, they dealt unrighteously with the Osage. You know, that's just an example of what Esau, how he dealt with the whole nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Putting Judah and Benjamin and Levi in captivity, and they don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? Treating them like cattle. You know, chattel slavery. All right, that's a unrighteous dealing. All right, the injuries that Esau, the Apostle Tahar did a video earlier where he mentioned how then the movie 12 Years a Slave, I forget the dude's name, but they interviewed him after Northrop. There we go. After he was released from slavery, you know, they interviewed him and he said it wasn't so bad if it wasn't for the heat, you know. But those slaves that had to pick that cotton, as the apostle was going into, was saying that it cut your fingers. So imagine day in, day out, your fingers never get to properly heal, and there's always sore and just open wounds and whatnot, and you're still expected to hit a certain quota. That's injurious, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, we were speaking earlier, unrighteous dealings. We was talking about how most of the bloodline of the natives go through the women because they were fucking rape victims.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we also spoke about in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 how the riches aren't going to be buried or hidden away. It's going to be translated. So when Esau falls, all those riches and all that gold and all that's going to be translated to Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be translated to Israel. You know, we're going to shackle y'all ass up and put on what you done been storing up.
Yeah. It's very dangerous for people that have accumulated generational wealth with the signing of that Osage mineral rights shit. That was generational wealth right there.
Mm-hmm.
For it to just be taken from you and gave to your enemy. Now they got generational wealth, and your people are looking at these motherfuckers like, hold on, that's our money too. They're like, nah, this is ours.
But this the kicker is though. The most fucked up part about it is it was on a reservation that you put us on.
Mm.
You gave us this land because you thought it was the worst. There ain't shit there. Put them there. Then you put us here, and we out here getting hyphy.
Yeah.
And the next thing we know, it's raining oil,
What
Yeah.
the fuck is this shit?
and we get rich off that. And now this land don't even belong to us no more. That's unrighteous, man. That's unrighteous.
That's a mind fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Hey, and if any of if point 0.00001, if that fraction happened of what happened to us happened to you, it's all hell's breaking loose.
Hey, look,
Minute fraction of what we go through.
look at October 7th as an example with the so-called Israelis.
Mm-hmm.
You had a couple base heads out there that supposedly got killed, which is a fraction of the 2,000 or however many 10,000 whatever Palestinians y'all killed in retaliation.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, all of Esau's riches were gotten by the sea.
Mhm.
Free labor, thievery, lies, trickery. Ain't nothing. He ain't get none of his money by earning it. Every piece of his estate was stolen.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yep.
If you continue.
It says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Right. So like brother said, everything's gonna be transferred to Israel because it was got unjustly. So it's automatically gonna go to the next rulers. All right. But it said there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because well, continue, bro.
For such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
Right. So Esau, you know, being covetous, you'll sell your soul to gain, you know, to accomplish what you're coveting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why these people go to Hollywood and sell their soul, because that covetous spirit and desire of wanting to pretty much status. They just want status.
Yeah.
They want the wealth and all that. It really is at this point it's just status because everybody's broke. People in Hollywood's broke. Taraji P. Henson crying because she don't get paid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you in all these movies got all these fucking.
Then you're worth millions.
Hey, no, she's not worth millions.
That bitch's net worth is like 7 or something million.
But that a lot of that net worth should be like.
Yeah, that should be everything you bought.
Yeah.
Accumulation.
Yeah, your property.
It ain't talking about
physical.
what you got in the account.
Yeah, your physical money.
At one time you was up and you bought a house that was worth $900,000. You know, then when you was up, you know, another time you bought a Ferrari and you was up and you bought a yacht or whatever. But it's just okay. You gotta keep grinding to get more money because they gave you $1 million and you spent $500,000 just like that. Okay, another thing, you got $900,000 for this movie, and then you spent, you know, $600,000 of that to get this, and so it's okay. You got all these assets that amount to that, but in your account, you know, you contemplate getting an EBT card.
Yeah.
You know?
Precept?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It says that there is nothing more wicked. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. And this is Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this man covets. He covets your land, your garments, your women, your food, your spirit. He'll come in there and take your whole heritage and call himself Israel.
I want those eyes.
Yeah.
Cheap the strippers ass.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
this land is your land.
Right.
This land is my land. Who said it was your land? Like,
It's only like that when it pertains to somebody else
Hey.
other than them.
Hey, it's cool when I do it. It's a problem when you do it.
Yeah.
Welcome.
But it gotta let you know where these nigga bitches get it from.
Yeah.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine.
Yeah.
That's Esau's fucking whole fucking
Yeah.
his whole standard of living.
Yeah. I came up with that saying, man. I reversed what that nigga said in that song. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. But with Esau, because I did a video earlier that going into Esau's, he was going into how he was trained in the Green Berets to actually destabilize countries, right? Go into countries and destabilize countries, and then, but he's sitting up talking with Mike Adams about the problem with the border and the immigrants coming in, and how there's already a system here in America to where these illegals can come here, and a lot of them being military-aged men that are sleeper cells that's going to destabilize the country and all that. And so he's like complaining about that, but it's like, nigga, you literally
That's what you do.
went and got training over in Europe and shit to go do that to European countries. But now that it's happening here in America, you're complaining about it, but you're not even in America. You're over in Panama, but you're complaining like. So it's cool when you do it. It's a problem when they do it. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Esau's a hypocrite, man.
Yeah, straight hypocrite.
When I do it, probably.
And it starts with Cain, man.
Mm.
It starts with Cain, because what did Cain do? Cain killed Abel. So then when Cain was getting his punishment, and he got marked, and you know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, this is too much for me. Now everybody's gonna kill me. But that's what you just did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On some cold blood, jealousy bullshit. That's what you just did. And now you don't want nobody to repay you what you just dished out. You know what I'm saying?
You said that. Did you say that earlier?
Yeah,
you
he's
said
talking
that.
about he's talking about the spirit of Cain.
Yeah. You got the spirit of fucking
And
Cain.
we started going into how as soon as Isaac passed, man, he was ready to kill his brother.
Yeah, he was waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was waiting.
murderer.
He had a
from the
countdown.
beginning.
Yeah.
Any day, I'm about to come get you niggas.
This nigga.
Yeah, man. Let me see. That's pretty much it on that, right? All right, so Daniel 7 and 18. If your brother wants that.
Through.
No, that's it.
Okay, this is Daniel 7 and 18. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever."
Yeah. So the saints being the Israelites, the nation of Israel, is gonna take the kingdom of heaven. We ain't gonna ask. We ain't gonna petition. We ain't gonna take lots. Yeah.
Rally and politic. You know what I'm saying? To get a vote.
We ain't gonna rock paper scissors.
Not pulling straws.
Yeah. Not pulling straws. We're not gonna arm wrestle.
We ain't about to cast no lot. We taking that shit,
No
boy.
coin for it.
We ain't gonna drag race.
Yeah.
All right, we ain't gonna sprint. Yeah, we ain't gonna do no Daytona 500.
You know
what I'm saying?
We ain't doing no obstacle course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
We ain't
saying?
doing no race. Nigga.
Yeah.
We ain't seeing who can clear Sonic the Hedgehog faster.
Yeah.
We ain't doing
We
none of
ain't
that.
gonna play Madden for it.
No.
Ain't no
Barking.
Ain't no 2K going on.
Ain't no pinochle. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take it. We're gonna Debo. Like when Debo rolled up and took whatever he wanted.
Took Red's chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you have a shot. Matter of fact,
Even if his grandmother gave him the shame, guess what?
Y'all got something, he said. Oh, go ahead.
for brother wanna Daniel 7. You can start at 19.
We just read 18.
Yeah, but I said start at 19.
Oh, start at 19. Okay. This is Daniel 7:19. It says, "Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet."
Yeah, and this is going into the ancient Roman Empire because it said it was diverse. The ancient Roman Empire had a bunch of different nations. You know, pretty much just like America. America got motherfuckers from all over the world and serving in this military. You know, when I was in the military, it was cats. I was meeting Guamanians and Polynesians and you know, it's like, oh, I'm like what you in the? It used to trip me out. Like, you in the American military, but you are from. Matter of fact, there's this one cat from Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
He was from San Diego, but he was Afghani. That was in the military. It was weird. It was weird to me. It's like, man, we over there in Afghanistan fighting your people, and you over here in the American military. It was crazy, but the Roman Empire, it was the same way. You know, had a bunch of mercenaries and people from all over serving Rome.
Hey, Cornelius.
Yeah.
That's what assisted in their fall, because they would spread themselves so thin by conquering different nations, and how they brought their money in is by enslaving these nations or taking these nations' resources.
Yeah.
So in order for the society to keep going, they have to keep taking over different nations' resources. And when they take over these different nations, they allow the nations to become them.
Yeah.
And then over time, it's like you got all these heathens in your shit that's you. Now they're taking all your shit and still sending it back to their people.
Yeah.
Now you niggas ain't got shit. Same shit happened to this shit in America, man.
Yeah. Hey, they talking about putting all them migrants inside the military.
And the police force.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, that was something I was gonna mention too. Yeah.
Who you think them fucking immigrants are gonna fuck with? They come from Esau too.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna want they lick back. You niggas been fucking their ass up. They guarantee they gonna remember when they was crossing that border, seeing their mom's head get blown off and not knowing who the fuck did it, but hearing some country ass white boy in the distance yelling "woo" or some old stupid shit.
Got her.
Hey, these other nations, they ain't too pissed off with Jake. They pissed off with Esau though, man.
Yeah.
Esau's the one that's constantly, like the brother was getting into. Esau's the one that's constantly fucking them up, man. Jake ain't doing shit but at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We just at the bottom trying to fucking scrape anything we can together, man.
Yeah.
This is Esau that's the oppressor of the earth. When they be talking about, you know, hey, fuck America and all that, the image in their head be white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It don't be, Jake ain't got control over nothing, man.
Yeah, hey, case in point, in the Vietnam War, get out of here, you black people.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you fight? They had the shit on the comms.
Soul brother.
Soul brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the shit on the comms.
Yeah.
Soul brother.
Yeah.
You know?
You can't even get freedom at home. Why do you fight for this man?
Right.
Like if they hated Negroes, it's probably because the Negroes fucked your women. That's probably it.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with a nigga that did you wrong
Right.
outside of him fucking on your bitch.
Right. Unless it's these young niggas that want to knock out old people and shit.
Oh, that shit.
'Cause these niggas, these young niggas ain't worth nothing.
Continue.
Verse
20.
20, Salaki. It says, in the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell, even of the horn that had eyes.
Yeah,
And of
that one there.
Salaki, even of that horn that had eyes, in a mouth that speak very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows.
Right. So when it goes into those 10 horns, that's going into the original EU members, because it started with 10, which was Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Greece, Ireland, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Portugal, and / Spain, and Great Britain. You know, those was the original EU members. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 21. I beheld, and the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them. Can you scroll that down a little bit? All right. Verse 22. Until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given.
And that it said that notable little horn, which is referring to America, Salakia, in verse 20.
Do we read about a little?
Yeah, in verse 20 it says, whose look was more stout than his fellows.
Oh, okay.
Because America, because you know, you got to think about all those European nations. You know, the 10 horns, they all came up in their respective times, and then America is the last one, because America comes from those, you know, from Great Britain, and you know, it's more stout than his fellows. That's why, you know, look at Donald Trump, you know, thinking he's gonna put it in the.
You think he's gonna make America great?
Yeah,
again?
man. He's gonna put an end to the border situation, do away with CBDCs. He's gonna stop the war in the Middle East. Ain't none of that gonna happen.
He got niggas praying to him.
Yeah.
This shit was crazy. You
Donald
sent
Trump.
out.
Donald Trump.
Please
Save me.
save us.
That nigga was crazy. Oh, go ahead, bro. You seen it?
What
The Edomite that was praying to Donald Trump.
Yeah, his hands.
You watch, you see that.
Oh no, I seen it, but I didn't click in on it yet.
Yeah.
I know you guys talking about
Yeah.
on the
That
camp.
shit was funny as hell.
Verse 22.
He
It's-
said,
Hey, this world makes my head hurt, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, you made me think about something else y'all be saying, but I ain't gonna say it. Verse 22, it says, until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns.
Yeah, which is you know, NATO and the last leg of the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 24, it says, and the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. Verse 25, it says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and a dividing of times. But the judgment
which is 350 years.
Mhm. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it until the end. Can you scroll down? Verse 27, it says, and the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. It says, verse 28, hitherto it is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me, and my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart.
Yeah. So the point of all that was that the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. You know, all nations is going to obey Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, so the saints is gonna take the kingdom. Ain't gonna be no negotiations. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Bang his head
Right.
his own shit.
And you know, everyone and everything is gonna obey Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
You know,
That's right. It should be his footstool.
Yeah.
In the nations.
straight up. So continuing with these precepts, we got a couple more. We're gonna wrap it up. So, I want to read this. This is Ecclesiastes.
Oh yes, this is Sirach 12 and 10.
12. Let's start at 8.
Salaki 12 and 8.
Hey, matter of fact, hold on, real quick. Just to show you just how true the scriptures is.
Mm.
All right.
Always.
Yeah, the Paul Bear.
Yeah.
That's
Up
right,
on
right.
in February
Oh,
1923.
bro. Yeah.
Yep, that one.
In February, once again, in February 1923, another cousin, Henry Rowan, was found, and this is on Wikipedia. If you type in William King Hill on Wikipedia and go down to the murders,
Murder.
it says in February 1923, another cousin, Henry Rowan, was found shot dead in his car. Held a $25,000 life insurance policy on Rowan. Hell referred to Rowan as a good friend. When you parentheses, good friend. In the movie, he claims to be his best friend when you watch the movie.
Had the nigga working for him and some more shit.
Yeah, he used to get drunk and he would like pretty much take him off the street because he'd be inebriated, put him in front of the fireplace and let him sleep it off or whatever. It says and served as a pallbearer at his funeral. He was later convicted for the murder of Roman. So here it is, you claim this dude is your good friend, but you got a life insurance policy on this dude because in the movie it tell you that he tried to commit suicide twice. All right, so you know this dude is suicidal, but eventually you just go ahead and have him murdered so you can cash in the life insurance policy. And
Cause you don't get paid for a life insurance policy off of suicide.
Yeah, I think it was they had it was contested or something when he tried in the movie when he tried to cash in on it, but it went to Denver. The insurance company headquarters was in Denver, Colorado, so the matter went up to them. So the local insurance people weren't able to give him the money, so he was feuding with them.
Yeah.
But they was like, look, the matter is you got to go to them about that because you know that's where the money gonna be coming from. They got to pretty much okay.
That's how the Fed got in that shit because it was like, hold on, man.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
Yeah.
You doing too much for this money. Man.
Yeah.
Like really, like what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Yep. All right, so he had this dude. Matter of fact, when he went to file to get it started, the life insurance policy started in the movie. The dude said, "What are you gonna do? Kill this guy?" And he was like, "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally said that to the fucking to the person that was in charge.
He was like, "How'd you know?" or something like that. Something was on
Yeah,
that,
man.
on that,
Yeah, but yeah. Hey, tell you can't say the scriptures ain't real, ain't a lie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So read that again.
Yep. Sirach 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity.
Right. So the old says, right, all that prosperity. You know what I'm saying? They're showing the movie. All them damn Edomites eager to either give the Gadites a drive. Oh, you need to go somewhere. You know,
Right.
coming out of the store.
photo.
Oh, you want a photo? Charging them $50-$40 for a photo. You know what I'm saying? Like eager to wanting to marry him. You know what I'm saying? That's because of that prosperity. You know?
And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
Right. So when adversity came upon the Osage, you know, and they start dropping like flies, those Gadites, the council they had, they knew it was the Edomites doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved. But in his
They was pissed off at the Osage, man. They was hot that they was flowing in wealth like that.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous and envious. Oh, you know what? They also showed in the movie how they was watching videos of what? They watched the old school
Videos of
Tulsa, Oklahoma. They showed the old school videos of Tulsa, Oklahoma, showing how Judah was getting fucked up by the damn Edomites as well, man.
That was a couple counties over.
Yep.
Yeah.
The same fucking
Tulsa.
state.
Tulsa, and I believe Osage County is pretty close.
Yep.
Let me look it up.
Go ahead, bro.
Are you just gonna say something?
Nah,
But it
10.
Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right. So, you know, them guys was stupid as hell for trusting Esau because they came and slaughtered y'all. You know what I'm saying? They slaughtered your ancestors. They tell you when you read about Molly.
Just show you real quick. Tulsa's right here. This is Osage, the Osage reservation. So it was actually pretty close.
Yeah.
Ponca City, this is all northern Oklahoma, right? Oklahoma City's in the middle of the state right here.
Yeah.
Tulsa and Osage, the Osage reservation was right to the northwest of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's pretty much neighbors.
Yeah.
Pretty much right there.
It says. Oh yeah. So Esau came and slaughtered, you know, the Gadites. You know, they should have known better than to trust Esau in the first place, given Esau's track record. You know.
You ain't even from Oklahoma. You was brought there by the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
Like Oklahoma was a territory. It was a big concentration camp for a bunch of dark-skinned Seminoles and Indians they couldn't control. They took them all to Oklahoma.
And niggas who was in the mix of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yep.
But yeah, now you want to befriend this nigga?
Right.
Cause he got some oil.
Cause you want to befriend him because he got the fire water.
Yeah.
You know, they show you that Henry Rowan, you know, and Anna, they love that alcohol, man. They both got killed when they was drunk.
Yep.
You know. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, Esau is the same old devil. Like genuine had this.
I was like, yo, same old devil.
Same old Eve.
Same old E.
Same old
Literally, that's that special group. That old E.
Yeah, we ain't talking about no malt liquor either. The same old Eve.
Devil, man.
Yep. Keep on going.
Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Hey, King of the Osage.
Yeah.
You ain't even a Gadite. You fucking heathen, you demon. You ain't even a Gadite, and you sitting up. You're a stone cold Edomite sitting up, calling yourself king of these people. The audacity, man.
Inheriting that money that was theirs.
That should have pissed you off, man.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou, at the last, remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Right. So you gotta imagine that when all that calamity was going on and the family members dropping like flies and they trying to figure out, oh, look, who's killing us? We know it's one of you fucking crackers is killing us, but like who is it? You know, this is the tribal council in the TP right now, emergency.
Right.
And then everybody pile in, and this guy got an Edomite husband. This guy got an Edomite husband. So you having a council with the elders and whatnot.
And the enemies
And
is there.
it's fucking
Hearing
Edomites.
everything that you guys are saying.
Yeah.
So they know how. They know how to.
Hey,
They know how to swindle you because you can hear everything that's fucking being said.
And they're giving input and shit.
case in point, when they had the council, you know, they mentioned that they would give money for anybody that can, and then he popped up with way more money. I'll add in $10,000 on top of that, and the information got to come to me, you know, so that way he can help control that narrative because he was the, you know.
Fucking, and that was fucking William King Hale.
And you know what? And Amalek, he was an Amalekite because they're good with money.
Damn good money.
So that's a good indication that those niggas was Amalekites,
Gutter rats.
so-called Jews.
Hey, that's the same thing that happened up here during the Puget Sound War and the Battle of Seattle and the Yakima Wars.
Them as well. Tuscaloosa, Chief Tuscaloosa, and all that. The same shit everywhere.
Yeah, Lieutenant Stevens, there's an account where when he was leaving to go back to Britain, he had a bunch of Gadite wives, and he took the children and left the bitches, kicked them off the boat. Now y'all bitches gotta stay. And this is right here in Washington. Took his ass right back with them kids to Great Britain, man. Lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Hey, you will always, they gonna find a way to make sure you get pricked with those words, setting them niggas next to you, man. They gonna find, whenever they get that opportunity, they gonna stab you, cause that's what they do. You can't change the ways of a snake, you know. You can't change the ways of a scorpion. They always gonna be what they are, no matter if they want to be or not. So don't be trusting these motherfuckers, man.
The scriptures say, "Can a leopard change his spots?"
Mm-hmm.
That's the proudest thing about that, which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Yep.
It's naturally within Esau to just be the devil.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord, we ready. The Lord, that's his sword, man.
Yeah.
He said they are estranged from the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
his
soon as
spirit,
they be born, they go about speaking lies.
Yeah.
the spirit that is within him is not upright.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Yeah. Hey, it was funny. Yesterday I seen a real sort of hip hop video where some Japhite woman was with a deep ass voice was playing with a python or some shit, and that shit bit her right on the coochie. Lock in on it, and she's on the ground, just fucking. She's trying to. That motherfucker latched on and would not let go. You know what I'm saying? So like, who gonna pity you, you stupid heathen?
And pythons ain't. They're not
They're not
venomous.
venomous, but still.
But
though.
they got big ass
Big
fangs.
Yeah.
But the thing about the python is that it's got a kind of a strong ass bite, and then it'll start rapping on you to squeeze you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Because that's how it kills its prey. It's constriction.
Yeah,
right?
it chokes it out.
So it's got to be able to hold on long enough to be able to actually, you know, wrap around and put that squeeze on. So them shits ain't weak, you know.
Lemon squeeze.
Bitch sounded like the thing from Deep.
Oh shit.
Oh man! I was not trying to live that shit.
When he said bitch,
Hey, I thought that shit the other day, man. And like 2 days ago, that shit came to mind. I started dying.
That just brought everything just rushing back in. Damn.
Alright, verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him is in his sins.
With him in his sin.
With him in his sins, who will pity?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, Gad is our people, so of course, you know, you feel for him, but it's like, man, like, y'all didn't learn y'all lesson the first y'all didn't use the first generation of Edomites that came and slaughtered y'all as in every generation after that as an example of not to trust these Edomites,
Right.
you know?
In the time of prosperity.
Yep.
For a while he will abide with thee,
Yep.
but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry.
Hey, you know, William Hill claiming to be Henry Rowan's best friend, and you know, helping him with his alcoholism and looking out for him and whatnot. But you know, him trying to commit suicide. He had in the movie he tried to commit suicide twice, and he tried to help him prevent him and all this other stuff. But that was all to butter him up. And when when the time came for him to orchestrate his murder, he didn't tarry with him.
Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
And that's what the whole movie was about, man.
That was it.
Paul Bear, he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Yep.
He said we gotta get those head rights.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Exact words. We gotta get the ones.
It's all the kids,
He's like, look, okay, you love her, all right, but you gotta get those head rights,
I know she got that good, my nigga. We gotta get the head
I
rights.
know she making mean fried
Yeah,
bread.
have to make sure.
Well, we gotta get those head
I
right.
know she got some good head, right? But we gotta get the head rights. It's like verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Yep.
And
And the adversity is coming because of him.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Hey, he stab you in the back, and then like you walking, he stab you in the back, and then he come around to the front of you. Are you alright?
Are you Let me help you, bro. Let me help you.
Is you alright?
Hey, when they blew up the house, they was right there.
At the funeral.
Picking the shit up and all that.
I remember when they killed the bitch, they was right at your funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
you need anything.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Hey, homie, you need some help?
Oh, the devil, bro.
Hey, Esau's been doing. He's been getting away with this shit for a long
That's
For a
time.
long
Man.
time, bro.
Yeah, it's hey the way how's the chickens are coming home to roost. Hey man, the Most High got his number.
Right.
That's why Esau. Hey, if you brothers have been noticing. I know brothers have been noticing. Man, Esau's ass is getting exposed every which turn, man.
Yeah.
The whole world is taking active roles in exposing Esau, Edom.
The skirts are being lifted.
Mm-hmm.
That's scripture.
Yep.
The Lord is lifting Esau's skirts. So everybody can know who the fucking wicked is, man.
It's the same all across the board. Anywhere you go in the world, Edomites are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just got different dialects.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
Just like Jacob's the same everywhere we go.
Mm-hmm.
He's got different dialects. The spirit is the exact same.
Yep.
Very lively, very generous, and caring and giving. Hey,
Friendly.
and Esau's the opposite.
Yeah.
And Esau is the antithesis.
Antagonist?
No.
Antithesis?
Antithesis. Somebody Google that. Say
Antithesis.
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 Matter of fact, I might have it up here.
A person or thing that is the direct opposite of someone or something else.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, you said it right. Antithesis.
Antithesis. A person or thing that is the direct opposite of someone or something else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a contrast. Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or opposition between two things.
Yep.
Okay.
A vessel for
Set
honor and a
against.
vessel for dishonor. man.
Anti
Yeah.
against. You know. All right. Good.
Yet shall he undermine thee. I'll read it from the beginning. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head.
Hey, Molly, when insulin first came out,
Yeah.
the husband was giving her insulin, but on top of that, he was giving her poison. So he was pretending to help her, yet he was undermining her.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Roman.
Yep.
Verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much, and change his countenance.
Yep. All right. All right. We can just read this and run through this. If you really want to read.
One through.
What we said, 1 3. We can just read down and stop at it.
All right, this is Psalm 73 and 1. It says, a Psalm of Asaph. It says, truly, the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Yeah, so you know, you see the prosperity of the wicked. You know, if you ain't in your right mind, you know, you'll be envious.
You don't want to chase after that.
Yeah. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4, it says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. It says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Yeah, these Edomites, all these years, you know, all this generational wealth they've been able to hand down to the next generation, to their children, their grandchildren, and all that. They're not plagued. They don't go through what we go through. You know, as Israelites. You know, you Israelite, if your father died, you'd be lucky to if there's a damn some ring that he used to wear that you might get. You know, at best you get his favorite hat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Verse 6, it says, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment.
Yeah, it's like these superheroes got you know, the Iron Man got that iron suit, or you know, the costume that a superhero put on. Well, theirs is violence. You know.
Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish.
Yeah.
They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak loftily.
Yeah. So when you know what they did to the Osage, what they did to Tulsa and Tulsa, Oklahoma, to Jake, and just through our history, you know, that's like you bring that up and the bygones is bygones.
Yeah.
That was nothing. Who forget about it?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you dwelling upon it? Are you in slavery now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have
Get over it, pal.
Yeah. What they say? They got a saying. Pretty much they try to say that you're not at a disadvantage anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're doing bad, it's because you want to do bad. You know, there's no such thing as systemic racism and this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the bullshit.
There ain't no such thing as it, huh?
Yeah, that's the shit they'll pump out to you. You know,
Yeah.
and you got dumbass
Eddie will
niggas that actually
that.
believe
He
it.
said Eddie will believe that shit.
Yeah. Hey, matter of
Hey,
fact,
what
Apostle
is it?
Tahar said he said, you know, a nigga will believe anything.
Yeah. What is that, Tyler?
I was just gonna say what it say in the verse earlier. You know that people will follow after it. What does it say?
Almost
Okay.
gone. Almost gone.
No. The verse 3. I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Uh-huh.
Where I thought it said something about how they follow after it, but you got Jake that, you know, look at how Esau Edom gets down and then want to completely emulate that to the point where they are setting money aside for a retirement plan. You know what I'm talking about? they're you know, really thinking that following after Esau and working your whole, slaving away your whole life, that's gonna do something good for you in retirement, and that you can, you know, go golfing on Sundays with your friends or some shit, man. You know.
Verse 9, it says, they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are run out to them.
Yep. Esau's that wickedness. That's the they got the saying, the talk of the town. You know, that's the talk of the earth is just wickedness. Get over on somebody. All these just institutions and corporations, and if you try to do anything productive in society, you know, to make a living or whatever, it's always loopholes. There are hoops you got to jump through, not loopholes, but you got to go through this and go through that, and you know, there's verbiage on paperworks, and then you got to pay a fee to take this paperwork to go here, and then it's a $3 processing fee, and then they send it there, and then these people call you, and you got to set up an account and pay them an annual. Like, it's all bullshit, man.
Everything's usury.
Yeah.
Verse 11, it says, and they say, how doth the Most High know, and is their knowledge in the Most High? It says, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world, they increase in riches.
Yeah, so the wicked, they prosper in the world and increase in riches, which is understandable because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's it. Verse 13, verily I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands.
That's pretty much
Okay.
that's pretty much the point on that. Let's get Job 30:5. It says
Psalms.
I mean, so like Psalm 30. Oh, we already read that. The joy coming to the morning.
Mhm.
Job 21:7. It says, wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power.
Mm-hmm.
What we said, this nigga was he was 94.
94. It says it, if you look over here on this side.
Yep, 94.
94 years
94,
old.
yep. December 1st, 1986.
Shit, the William was 87.
87.
Yeah.
You know,
They get to live, you know, to see their grandchildren.
87. Look at these demons, man.
Great grandchildren.
And I was
their
thinking, I was like,
great-grandchildren.
man, this nigga, he might be back 3 or 4 generations. 62,
25 will be what?
25 times 3.
Well, still 100 years would be 60, 62. So we're at 20, what? 20, 24.
Yeah.
So
He probably ain't back yet, but
It's been
So-
a
about
little
60
over 60 years, 62
About
years.
60 years,
yeah.
yeah.
So about 75 years. So yeah, he's still probably in the spirit realm. But this nigga, you know, he gonna be.
He coming back.
He
from
coming back.
slavery.
Yeah, the first crop of the second. He gonna be what they call that. Second generation. Yeah, he gonna be a second generation slave. All right.
Yeah, he coming back straight to slavery.
Yeah, you got. Oh, I was reading right.
Mhm.
I guess so. Job 21:8. It says their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes.
You know, just double back on what it says in verse 7, man, that they get to grow old. So they get to grow old, they get to see their kids raise up, they get to see their kids raise up their kids, and so on, man.
Yeah, established with them.
Meanwhile, Jake, you'd be lucky to know your father. You
Hey,
know?
being established, you know, they teaching them the family business from a child. Jacob and Sons. You know, fucking Julie. Jacob and Co. Jacob and Sons.
Yeah.
Like you and all your fucking demonic ass rat children is you know, you got them working with you, preparing them to take over the damn company when you die.
Mm-hmm.
Jake don't get that.
Yep. They pass down their hatred and everything.
Yep.
Just like Meyer Amshire Bauer.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
You
great
have-
example of that.
Perfect example.
You have a friend in the diamond business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you got a friend.
Verse 9, it says, their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them.
Yeah, because the Most High don't care for them as sons.
Mm.
So that's why the rod, you know, it says he chastises those who he loves, man. That's why the rod of the Most High is not upon them, man. They don't got to worry about nothing. They just continue on in their wickedness. You know?
They're the sword.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The sword is the one that does the killing. They ain't worried about being killed and all that, you know. Their bull gendereth and faileth not. Their cow calveth. So like that's tongue twister for me. And casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and the harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. You know, them old school country picnics,
Yeah.
like the movie what was it? Run!
Emancipation.
Emancipation, the movie Emancipation with Will Smith. When they were sitting all out on the porch about to eat, you know, and so you just know like that day was gonna be a festive day where they're gonna eat and be married and be drinking lemonade, and somebody's gonna bring out the banjo and oh, like the Whitakers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be out there just
Jamming
having
out,
a
boy.
grand old time.
Yeah.
Like the
High on the
GOP
hall.
party.
Playing horseshoes and shit.
Yeah, or shoes.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Croquet.
Croquet.
Yep. It says they spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him, and what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. What profit should we have if we pray on him? That's why that Edomite was praying to who? Donald Trump.
Oh shit. Oh shit. When you said that Edomite was praying to who, I was thinking about that boy that came up to camp. Hopla. You remember that guy?
Oh
That weak ass shit out here, nigga. I ain't even scared about what you're doing, nigga. That's how weak that shit is, nigga. You know, time fast, like, oh shit, this nigga, what the fuck is he talking about? This nigga, he doing some shit. And I was like, this nigga, shut up, nigga. Get that shit out of here.
Hey, in times past, we would have had to put hands on him.
And we would have threw a curse at one of them. Which we did.
We did.
Hey, but we left it at that, though, you know?
Yeah, he didn't get heavily hands and feet put on.
Lay hands on him.
Yeah. He's swinging. You guys are gonna kill him.
Hey, but no, we watched a video. We watched a video earlier of Esau. Esau was Hey, shalom. Yahbashim Yahushua, Bashim Kagadah, shalom to Mwatazak God.
Shalom.
Elder Mwatazak out there in Cali. Shalom. We seen a video earlier of Edomite about to get arrested by the police, and he had a red shirt on. Edomites love that red, man. He had a red shirt on. He had both hands up, praying to Donald Trump. Donald Trump, please save me. Please save me. You know, but hey, once again, it says, let me see, what is it?
Where is it?
15.
Yeah.
It says, what is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? You know, and the scriptures is real, man. They're alive. Because we see examples of exactly what we're reading in the scriptures on all levels happening on the planet, you know. Verse 16, lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out, and how oft cometh their destruction upon them? The Most High distributeth sorrows in his anger.
Yeah.
All right, and it continues on, but that's a good place to stop right there. And lastly, I'm gonna do a sit down on that right here. This one's that scripture. Lastly, we got Job 12 and starting at 6. If the brother want to read that.
This is Job 12, starting at verse 6. It says, the tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke the Heavenly Father are secure, into whose hand the Heavenly Father bringeth abundantly.
Yeah, so, you know, Esau, he's a robber. All right, Esau's a robber. He stole the whole planet. And they provoked the Heavenly Father. You know, oh, the Lord, the God don't exist. a brother had sent out a video yesterday of the moon landing, the hoax, showing the whole how it was all staged and whatnot. That's provoking the Heavenly Father.
The whole Hollywood production.
You know, but guess what? And then it showed. Then there was a video that showed them all burnt up.
Mhm.
You know, and that's a result of provoking the Heavenly Father. Okay. But you know, in Esau's hand, the Lord allowed them to have abundance. You know, they as it says in Genesis, you know, that they're going to have the bread of the whole earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Verse 20, verse 7, if you want to go there.
It says, "But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee, who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord Yahweh have wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind."
Yep. Actually, I think that might be.
I think that's the
Yeah,
point.
that's the point on that. All right, so you know, Esau is the devil,
Big facts.
and they stole everything they have. Okay. And you know that movie, The Killers of the Flower Moon, is a great example of, you know, Esau's wickedness, and it serves you know to prove the point of why, you know, the Heavenly Father is going to transfer all the wealth from Esau to Jacob. So once again, let's read this one more time and we'll wrap it up. I'll read it. It says, so let me scroll up here. All right, Sirach 10 and 8, it says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, so brother, got anything? All right, so with that, once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, the bishops, and salutations to you sincere brothers pushing his word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.